Welcome back, Pause Menu Society. What the fuck? I was just about to say something I can't remember. Anyway, welcome back to Pause Menu Society. This is Euphoric Interpretations Part 2, covering Episode 2. We're
Hell
gonna
yeah.
do this every week until the end of the season. Um, Let me ask you something. Of course, before we go into the show, I am one of your hosts, Derrick Daniel Ocean. That's awesome, Amy. We are two members of Paul's Menu Society. I can't even remember how many people there are as far as the group goes, but whatever. Um, w-
Yeah.
yeah, we're doing this Euphoria thing. Jasmine should be with us hopefully shortly. So, not today, but coming up soon. So we're very happy to have her back. Let me ask you this: do you think there will be a season 4? Do you think this is it?
I think this is it.
Okay, same. I don't know where they go after this, but
It feels like they're tying up loose
building
ends at
to
this
the
point.
crescendo. Yeah, yeah, yeah. So
Mhm.
I hope the finale is worth it because I think the first season started in 2019 and then we didn't get season 2 until 21 or 22 or something like that
I don't
because
remember.
the pandemic happened. Let's see.
Yeah.
Let's just check really quickly. Okay, so season 1, June 16th through August 4th, 2019. There were 2 special episodes, December 6th of 2020 and January 24th of 2021. Then season 2 was January 9th through February 27th of 2022. And this one is slated for April 12th, obviously last week's episode, through May
Right.
31st of this year. So, um, yeah, so we had a 3-year wait for season 2.
Yeah.
That's crazy. I mean,
That
I
is
get the
crazy.
pandemic and all that, but, you know. Anyway, so last night, to recap episode 1, Rue is a drug mule for Lori. She owes her an
Mhm.
absorbent amount, 43 million fucking dollars. I don't know how. This
So
is
crazy.
why this is why I tell kids, don't do drugs and don't get involved. Like
Just
the
don't do
proof
it.
is in the pudding. 43 million dollars? Like 43 fucking million dollars. Like the sad thing is there are athletes who make more than that in one season. So
That's
when you
crazy.
compare it to their salary, it looks like peanuts, but it's still 43 million fucking dollars.
Mhm.
Also, we're talking 43 million dollars untaxed. That's another
Yeah.
thing. Saru's a drug mule. She goes on a run. She meets this guy Alamo. Alamo's gonna have a big presence in the season.
Yeah.
Um, Lexi is working for I think she's working for Warner Brothers, right? It's an easy tie-in because it's HBO Max, which is a Warner property. So she works for
Yeah.
Warner Brothers. Maddie is in the management business. We found out a little more
Mhm.
about that this week, and I thought that was really interesting. I can't wait to talk about that.
Yeah.
Um, Jules is a sugar baby. We find that out via Lexi via
Maddie.
Maddie.
Yeah.
Um, Fezco is in prison doing a 30-year sentence. Of course, Angus Cloud unfortunately passed away a few years back. Rest in peace to
Yeah.
Angus Cloud. Um, Nate and Cassie are together. They live in a architect like as far as architecture goes, it's a beautiful home. As far as the interior, it's absolutely fucking ugly. So I would never like.
70s. I don't know.
Oh
I
my
kind of like
god.
it. I kind of like how
I like the build of it, but like you have to. That's how I like. That was really like one of the first real um hints that they weren't doing too good financially because
it's so
I,
outdated,
yeah, exactly you would
but
and
I love
especially
it.
with him being in that business you would probably renovate that house but
Yeah.
you know it is what it is. So Cassie is posting pictures of herself online and
Doing the damn
we're gonna
thing.
get more into that. And who else is there? We haven't seen Rude's mom yet. We haven't seen Ali. Who else have we not seen from the earlier seasons? Kat is not on the show
Uh,
anymore. Barbie Fear is no longer on the show.
I
Trying
don't
to think, who else are
remember.
we missing? It's quite a few people. I don't know. Let's see.
I'm
You know,
looking
it
through
doesn't
my.
matter.
Yeah, it's fine. We're
Yeah,
here.
we are
Oh,
here.
Elliot.
So,
That's who I was thinking of. Elliot.
okay. So yeah,
We haven't seen
Elliot's
Elliot yet.
story. Well, essentially, with him and Kat's breakup, that was pretty much the end of Elliot. Is the way that they're posing it to us. It's like
Yeah.
there's no need for him because he he existed because of Kat to give Kat more levity, essentially. And with the breakup, it's just like his
Yeah, that was
the
the end of
the
that era.
play the play was Elliot's grand finale, like his grand send off, which was a great way to go because the play
Yeah.
episode is fucking phenomenal.
And I loved the
Um,
song he made. That was really great.
yeah, yeah, yeah.
That was
I
cute.
love everything, even Cassie flipping the fuck out. Like, how would you
Yeah.
feel if somebody did this about you? So that gets us up to speed. So we're here for episode 2.
Mhm.
Some shit happened. Okay.
Yeah. Everyone's chasing that money.
They
Everyone.
are. But that's like this is the capital of capitalism, you know what I mean?
True.
Um, so we find out how Maddie got into management.
Mhm.
Um, I love the fact that they don't dawdle around and they don't act like COVID wasn't this thing. Clearly was this thing. And it's so interesting because they're framing it. So this is a time jump. So Maddie finds her footing in the management game during COVID.
Right.
But it's so funny because there's a time jump. So what year did they graduate high school?
Right.
Because
That's the
they're
question.
adults they're adults during COVID. So like COVID paused production on the show. Like we said, it's 3 years between the first 2 seasons.
Mhm.
So what are they, class of 18 or 19 or something like that?
Can we Google that?
I
Is
don't
that
know.
something
Like
we
I don't know
can
what
check?
class they would be. Let's see.
I mean,
Because literally which
uh,
graduating class was the Euphoria cast
what
in the show?
you're
Hmm. Okay, so based on the timeline of the first 2 seasons, the main
you
characters of Euphoria are split
are
between 2 graduating classes, with most belonging in a class of
frozen,
2020 or
my guy.
2021, though the show's timeline is often debated. So, McKay has to be class of 2019 because the party at his
Did
house
it
is before
did it
he
work?
leaves for college,
Is it
right? So,
it's not
season 1, the
typing.
juniors
Oh
are
my
Rue,
god,
Jules,
no.
Lexi, and
What am I gonna
Ethan.
do? Trying to reconnect
Nate,
issues.
Cassie, Maddie
Oh my
are portrayed as
god.
seniors. They do not mention Kat. Season 1 and 2 take place during the 2018-2019 academic year, with season 2 ending after New Year's 2019. That doesn't make any sense. Oh, yeah, it does. Season 1 takes place in the fall because season 2 picks up on New Year's Eve, and that's when Fezco beats the shit out of Nate. So that does make okay. So the main cast is presumed to have graduated around 2020 or 2021. Well, they say we found out last night that Maddie basically packed up and just went to LA. Time jump. Season 3 premiered April 2026, jumps 5 years forward with the characters having graduated high school long ago. So yeah, they would have to be 2020, 20 so McKay's 2019, Maddie, Nate, um, Maddie, Nate, Cassie are 2020, and then Rue, Jules, Lexi are the class of 2021. But no,
Is it
okay, so
no,
the
because
timeline's fucked.
On Google it's saying that Rue, Jules, and
That
Lexi are class of 2020, and then Nate, Maddie, and Cassie are class of 2019.
McKay's class of 2018 because he
Yeah,
was already in college.
right.
The
Yeah.
timeline is fucked because they're saying that Maddie really hit her stride professionally during COVID.
Mhm.
Because so the show directly, they're not even like tiptoeing around it or hinting at it. The understanding is we all saw the numbers. We saw
Right.
girls posting on social media how much they were making on OnlyFans during the pandemic. So
Mhm.
Maddie fits into that bubble where she's supposedly managing these girls.
Mhm.
So she went to LA and then COVID immediately happened is the way that this lines up essentially.
Yeah,
But that
yeah.
can't be right. Wait, so they're class of 2019. Okay,
Yeah,
wait. So that makes sense.
2019. Yeah.
So Rue and Jules and them didn't have a graduation if they're class of 2020 of class of 2020 because none of those kids had a graduation, a prom, any of that shit.
Right. Yeah, they
Oh,
didn't
that's
have any of that
interesting.
shit.
Okay. All right, so this kinda does make sense then. So Maddie she packed all her shit and went to LA
Mhm.
and just kinda stumbled upon that lady. I don't know how she got the woman's, like, itinerary. Um,
I don't know. Somehow she did it.
here's my thing. The way Maddie played that was brilliant.
Mhm.
The phone rings. There's 2 options. You can attempt to answer it, and she might slap the shit out of you like, "Don't touch my phone,"
Yeah.
or we see it go the way that it went, and she was like, "Oh, yeah, this is my new girl. I just hired her." Like, that was genius. It showed initiative. It really
Mhm.
showed initiative. But Maddie was also ahead of the curve. The girl's like, "We don't do fucking prostitution and porn," and Maddie's like,
Right.
"It's not porn." She was ahead
Right.
of the curve.
She was.
Um, and it feels very, very much like Maddie.
Oh, yeah, absolutely. It's absolutely like Maddie, and the fact that it
Like,
even
it
worked out is very Maddie, you know
very
what I'm
Maddie.
saying? Yeah.
That only would work for her, in my opinion. So,
Mhm.
um, I think it's really dope. The crazy part about this, Maddie talks this girl into selling feet pics and all this.
Right.
I know Los Angeles is very, very expensive, right?
Mhm. Yeah.
What kind of a cut is she getting from these girls? Because
Well, she
she's
doesn't
renting
have yeah,
that's
she's
somebody's
renting
basement she lives in.
yeah. She has to be doing pretty well because she doesn't have, like, that middleman. You know what I'm saying? Like, she's not, like, the manager's
That's
assistant, she's the
true.
actual manager, and they get, like, 10% of everything, right? According to, like, season
Well,
or
see,
episode
that's the
1.
thing. It's whatever you negotiate with the client. That's
Mhm.
number 1. And remember, she works for a management company.
Yeah.
She's just a representative. So in the first episode, it's like the person gets $50,000 to show up and management gets 10% of that.
Right.
But Maddie, we saw Maddie's check stub. She was only so 50,000, 10%, that's 5 grand or whatever
Well,
the
that's
fuck it
because she
is.
wasn't, like, the manager, her boss was the
Right.
manager.
She only was taking home $800.
Right.
In California, especially in Los Angeles, that doesn't go
That
very
ain't shit.
far.
Mm-mm.
So she amassed a hell of a wardrobe. Maddie still looks like Alexa Demi is not aging because if I'm not mistaken, she's in her 30s or something like that.
Damn.
Let me double check. I'm pretty sure she's like 30 something. Um, she's 35 actually.
Damn, okay, girl.
Yeah,
I see
she's
you.
35. And she actually looked plausible as a high school student. Actually,
Oh,
to be
for sure.
completely honest with you, all of them did.
Yeah.
Even Zendaya, like, I'm like, they really come off like they really do look like high school kids.
Yeah.
But she shows up, so Cassie reaches out. And I'm like, okay, now it's gonna get good. And
Yeah.
Cassie's like, I miss you, let's get lunch. And I'm like, when was the last time they had a conversation? You know what I
When
mean?
Maddie beat
Like,
the fuck out of her.
that's what I was thinking. So that's what I was thinking. I was like, so she beat her up in the bathroom and they just didn't talk for the
Mhm.
rest of the year, and then they went their separate ways after graduation,
Right.
which is very like, I get it, it's not exactly strange if you find out your best friend is fucking your ex.
Yeah,
That
that's not
generally,
cool.
that more than likely would happen. Some people are very forgiving, and at this present time, like 5, 6 years so they graduated 2019, so 6
Mhm.
years has passed or whatever the fuck. Um, would you be that accepting?
I don't think so, and here's
You
why.
wouldn't?
Here's why,
Okay.
because she was fucking him while Maddie was talking to her about getting back with him.
She did, that's
That's
right.
fucked
She
up. Like,
100%
if
did.
they were already done with, like, if me and my boyfriend were already done and over with, and my best friend decided to go fuck him, fine. Whatever. I'd be pissed off for a long time, but I will forgive you eventually.
Yeah.
Not if she's engaged to him though, maybe. I don't know. That's tricky.
Well, I mean, but it's 6 years though.
True. Yeah, I think I could get over it. Is if I
I
wasn't
think
like, "Oh, I'm thinking about getting back with him, whatever," and she's still fucking him. Like, come on now.
here's the thing. Here's the thing. I don't think whether Cassie was involved or not, I don't think Maddie and Nate were going to be together. They were
No.
just toxic as fuck, and
Yeah.
also Maddie saw those videos and all that shit, and like saw the shit in his phone, dicks in his phone, and she's just like, yeah, I don't think that was. I think that relationship was going to run its course either way.
Right.
I just think that from Maddie's perspective, whether he and I break up or not, you were out of fucking line
Yeah.
for fucking him, and then
Mhm.
being in my face while you're fucking him. Because who was it? Maddie's birthday where they had it at Cassie's house, and Nate
Yeah.
came over,
Mhm.
and then Cassie got all drunk and started flipping the fuck out and shit like that.
Yeah.
Like,
She got white girl
so
drunk. White
yeah,
girl
so
wasted.
Maddie's like, so you Maddie's replaying all this shit. Like, wait a minute, like
Yeah.
I'm in your house, he's there. You were probably already fucking him then. Like,
So I'm
I'm not
surprised
gonna
that
lie.
they got met up.
She It would have been in Cassie's best interest to go ahead and just let Maddie just run the fade that night
Mhm.
when she was like running around the house. Like Rue was Rue was out of pocket for that shit. How long
Yeah.
you been fucking Nate Jacobs? What the fuck? Don't listen to her. She's on drugs. And Rue was sitting there high as shit, and everything's like total chaos around there. And
Yeah.
Kat is like, Maddie, don't. I'm like, no, let her go. Like the fact that they had to wait so long, that ass beating was probably worse.
Yeah.
Um,
So
so
Cassie
Cassie,
and Maddie meet. I think Maddie already Maddie was going through her social media and she knew she had those were money bags.
she definitely, well, she
Yeah.
told her because she said the baby and the dog, and she was like, "It's." What did Cassie say? She's like, "It's cute or funny or something like that." And Maddie's
Something
like,
like
"No, it's
that.
not."
Yeah. Yeah, yeah,
That
yeah.
baby,
That's what it was. Cassie was like, "Oh, but it's cute, right?" And she's like, "No.
no.
No, you're a
The
grown ass
baseball player,
woman."
the baseball player thing, that wasn't bad. The dog, that's fucking weird. That's like this close to bestiality. Like when remember when Snapchat had the dog ear filter with the tongue and all the girls were doing that?
Yeah.
Fine. I don't want you dressing up as an actual dog. That's fucking creepy. The baby thing was even worse than that.
Yeah.
Like with that big ass pacifier, I was just like, this is fucking sick. The only one that I thought was okay, it's like the baseball player is cool. The
Mhm.
rest of the shit, no thank you. This is disgusting. Flat the fuck out.
I mean, it's
Nobody
true
wants
though
to see
that
that shit.
there is
But
people out there who
there are
likes that and
people,
they will pay for that shit.
and I don't want to come off this way because I don't want to kink shame. It's not for me.
No.
Flat out. That's just
Yeah.
I don't want to see that. I don't want to see
Yeah.
that. It's
Me
not a
neither.
turn on. It's
Just to
not
put that out there, we both don't like that.
it's not the look we want over here. It's not how we operate over here.
That ain't it.
Um, but she's right. Everybody does have something that's like a personal kink or something that turns them on.
Mhm.
And Cassie was smart for tapping into it. But here's the thing, to bring it all back, $50,000 for a floral arrangement for your wedding is absolutely absorbent.
It's
Um,
crazy.
that's too much money. $50,000 on the flowers alone. How much does the rest of the wedding cost?
Right.
And she's justifying it like, well, to get the flowers I want. And it's like, if we're going that far, we don't need to be getting married. That doesn't make sense. I still don't know
Right.
why Nate seemed to be way more into Maddie than Cassie. So is this is all we have left over? Like, I can't get her back, so I'm gonna settle for you.
I
And
think
now you're living
so.
in a house with fucking mustard carpet and your wife is doing OnlyFans
I
and
mean,
speaking
she's
of that,
hot too. I mean, he wants a hot wife, right?
yeah, Cassie is. Here's my thing. I'm not a Sydney Sweeney fan. Like,
Mhm.
they clearly asked her about when she did that American Eagle jeans ad, and there was, like, some undertone of, like, having good genes because you're white and that whole thing,
Yeah.
and when asked about it, she was just basically it was like, "No comment," like, No, you need to have a comment. And then
Yeah.
like your fucking Donald Trump says, "Oh, she's a beautiful young woman," and this, that, and the third. I'm just like, "Hey, bro, cool, whatever. Just don't. I'm not part. I don't do whatever the fuck it is you do over there. I want no parts of that." She didn't denounce that, so I'm just like, there's something about this girl, and I'm just not feeling it. And when they came back to start doing the promo for season 3, because all this had happened, the
Mhm.
rest of the cast basically just wasn't fucking with Sydney Sweeney
Mhm.
because of this situation. Um, she just comes off very spoiled, and
As an
it's like
actress, right?
Cass. Yes, the
The
character of
character,
Cassie.
Cassie. Got it, got
I
it, got
don't
it.
know Sydney Sweeney personally. I
Right.
don't. I
And
just
I
know
get it.
that.
I think she was just trying to, like, not get into trouble with all that shit, but it only made things
I
worse.
mean, she did that one film. I think she was a boxer or something, and it happened right around the time. And that film fucking flopped because everybody was like, "Fuck that bitch! I'm not going to see that fucking movie."
Yeah, it
Um,
backfired. She shoulda just said something.
so bad. Just fucking like it's not that hard to denounce racism and stuff like that. It just isn't unless you're a fucking racist.
Right.
Um, I Cassie again,
Spoiled.
she comes off as spoiled and entitled, but we know that they didn't after their dad got into that accident and his medical bills and all that stuff and their parents split, they just didn't have money like that. So I don't
Yeah.
know where that sense of entitlement came from. But also it kind of makes sense why she would latch on to Nate because the family had money.
Yeah.
Now they don't have any right now, but it makes sense why she would latch on to Nate. Um, what doesn't make sense, why on earth, let me ask you this.
Mhm.
If you were doing OnlyFans, would you tell your husband's friends
No.
or anybody in your fucking neighborhood?
No.
And that
Mm-mm.
see, that didn't make sense. And then Cal shows up, rest in peace to Eric Dane, and the hardest part was he wasn't himself. You could tell he was fighting, like,
Yeah,
ALS was giving him hell, but he fought to get through those scenes. So, again, rest in peace to Eric Dane, you did a brilliant job.
absolutely.
Him and Nate having that conversation, he's like, "You were fucking guys in the ass, dad." He was like, "I was just" he was like, "I'm a hedonist, I'm not gay." I
Yeah.
was like, "This is hilarious." But Cal knew that Cassie was doing OnlyFans. I'm like, now your future father-in-law knows. Like,
Yeah.
at some point, the flowers just ain't that the flowers are never that important, alright?
No,
Not for
never.
$50,000 fucking dollars.
It's never
Not for
that
50,000, but,
important.
like, your husband's colleagues, people in your neighborhood, your future father-in-law, at some point, you gotta be like, "Alright, I gotta stop this." But no, you double down on it.
Yeah.
And
She likes the attention, though. She's an attention whore. That's her thing.
that's definitely Cassie.
And Nate
That's
has
definitely
control
Cassie.
issues and is just like, "Now you're gonna do whatever the fuck I want."
That's definitely Cassie, and it's a perfect callback to season 2 where we find out about Lexi and Cassie's dad and what happened,
Yeah.
and then I think Cassie got to her alarm went off at, like, 4 a.m. to get up and get ready for school. Like,
Right.
just to get yourself all dolled up like that? What's the
Mhm.
earliest you ever got up to, like or did you well, no, you were kinda in your I remember we talked about this in high school, you were I wouldn't say a tomboy, but
Yeah, I
I
was
think you
emo
just
I was very emo. I
emo.
was
You did
very
say that,
emo.
that's right.
Yeah.
So you
Yeah, it
weren't getting
was
up at 4 a.m.
not really, no, I mean, I did some makeup and I would do my hair, but, like, it was never, like, getting up and, like, doing extravagant shit. Like, I always wore just jeans and a t-shirt.
I remember where they show the episode where she gets up to do all of that to get Nate's attention, and he just walks by and is like, "What's up?" And, like,
Yeah.
she felt so deflated, and I'm like, "That's what the fuck you get because you did all that shit for no reason. This is high school. Most of these kids roll out of bed and throw on jogging pants, and you're
Right.
lucky if they actually brush their fucking teeth."
Yeah.
Like, she but it's the truth. It's totally the truth. There are days in high school where I slept past my alarm. Um, Generally, I was good about getting my clothes ready the night before so I could have those
I
extra
didn't.
couple minutes of sleep, but nah, she
I've been
went
to school in my
crazy.
PJ pants before, like, I was like, "Fuck it." To PJ pants,
Yeah, we
hoodie,
definitely
out the door.
we could get away with that during Spirit Week when it's like pajama day, but no, you couldn't do that shit during the regular fucking, school. That just was not happening, not happening. Um, So Cassie tells Nate
Mhm.
that her and Maddie talk. So
Yeah.
Nate's reaction, your thoughts? Because there's no way we're 6 years past all this, and oh, me and Maddie hung out. My Maddie, and then like, what do you mean your Maddie? Like
You ain't got a Maddie, bro. Like, that's over. That's
that.
done. What do you mean?
That's what I thought. I was like, he said that shit. Like that's fucking crazy. Like Nate, what are you doing, brother? What are you doing? Like it's been 6 years. She's not your Maddie. She's not your
No.
Maddie. And then she's like, then he corrected himself. You mean my ex girlfriend Maddie? And she's like, my best friend Maddie. I'm just like, oh God, here we go.
Here we go. Here it
Um,
is.
do we get a Maddie? Like Maddie, so from the scenes we saw from other episodes,
Yeah.
Maddie's at the wedding. But do we get a Nate and Maddie face off before then, do you think?
Oh, I hope so. I
I would
hope to
hope so.
God. Oh my God, I would hope to see that.
Yeah, that they need to. They
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 have
they
to.
really, really need to because I have to know. I have to know. I have to see it play out. Um,
I have to see it.
interesting. Speaking of Nate's dad, he ended up not going to jail.
I thought he came out of jail.
No, they mentioned like I think it's a VO. I can't remember if it was a VO or if it was just in straight dialogue. I'm pretty sure it was a voiceover where they mentioned his dad managed to escape jail time. So
Okay,
Cal
okay.
didn't go, but he was basically publicly shamed because they're like, "You were fucking underage people." But
Yeah.
I guess his name held enough weight and the fact that from my understanding, whether the kid lies or not, it's still a crime, but I guess it's on the kid's parents to press charges. Some
Is
states
it?
will pick up the charges. I don't know. I
I
don't
don't know.
statutory rape generally, um, from my understanding, let me be very fucking clear about this because I ain't never been involved in no shit like that. So I want to be very clear. Like, Derrick was also statutory. No, no, we're not doing that. We're not
No,
doing
no,
that.
no, no, no.
From my understanding, um, if a school finds out, they will notify the parents. Like,
Mhm.
I forgot. I was listening to so the Laguna Beach Marathon was like a week and a half ago or something like that. And then they were talking about how some of them like they've done all these podcast appearances afterwards.
Yeah.
Um, and this one girl, Alex from season 2, she was like, I was in junior high and had a boyfriend in high school, and he would come pick me up, and he drove. And so the counselor found out and told her parents, and her dad was like, "We love, Jacob or whatever the fuck his name was." And I was like, "Wait a minute. A teenage boy with a car and your daughter is in junior high, and you're telling the counselor to mind her own business?" I'm gonna be I'm 100% worried about where homeboy is trying to stuff the sausage. There's no way, like, she said her dad walked in, was like, "Stay out of this. He's family, basically. We love him." This I was like, "Are you out of your fucking mind?" Because
My
my daughter's in
God.
junior high right now. There's no
Yeah.
fucking way.
Yeah,
No
mine
fucking
too.
way.
I could
That's
never.
crazy.
No. Mm-mm.
So, to my understanding,
It's
if
up to the
the
parents.
parents pursue those charges, but that would mean that Jules would have to tell her dad, like, "Yeah, I fucked him and I lied about my age." Because
Right.
they like, that's the thing,
Yeah, because her
the
parents
fact that
didn't know. They didn't know she was doing that.
well, remember her and her mom did not have a relationship. That was like when they
Right.
covered Jules' backstory, I believe it's season 2, or I don't
Mhm.
it's either season 1 or season 2, obviously, because 'cause we're only 2 episodes into season 3. They
Yeah.
covered Jules' backstory, and the understanding was Jules understood from a young age that she identified as a boy and her mom wasn't having it.
Right.
And like they sent her to like, I don't know if you want to call it a reformatory school, whatever the fuck it was. And her dad was like, no, fuck that. And it caused them to get divorced. And Jules went to live with her dad because he was accepting of the person that she was.
Right.
I'm sorry, Jules is a boy, but identified as a girl. I'm sorry. I'm sorry.
Yeah.
Um,
I was gonna tell you, but I just let it go.
yeah, yeah, yeah.
I just let it go.
So her dad seemed pretty accepting. So,
Yeah.
but the thing of it is like he could be an older guy and look young. But Cal had gray hair and shit. He had a gray goatee, gray hair,
Yeah.
the whole nine. That's why I'm just like, this kind of looks crazy. So, but they did say that he avoided jail time. So I guess Jules came clean. But again, in the wedding shot, Jules is at the wedding next to Rue. So we got to get to this fucking wedding because I got to know how this plays out. But I
Yeah.
also want some backstory. I hope they fill us in on what happened with Cal and how he avoided jail time. Because if they just gave us that little blurb, like he managed to avoid jail time, but he was publicly shamed, like that's it. Like y'all, this is
That's
fucked
probably
up.
all they're gonna give us. That's probably it because, I mean, it's not
But
like they
and we went
have
and the
him.
fact the fact that we have to wait 4 years for that, if that's all they give us, that is terrible.
I mean,
We
RIP,
already we waited
what are they
3.
gonna do with it?
I know, but like that would just be in terrible taste. And even if they shot some stuff, that's the crazy thing about these streaming sites. We don't like a featurette is like, here's the trailer. It's like the fucking trailer's on YouTube. I'm
Yeah.
not paying you $15 a month for you to post the episode and post the trailer and call that additional content. The trailer's on YouTube. That's lazy. I know this from being on multiple film sets, full-length feature films and short films. And anybody knows this. If you've bought a DVD, there's always deleted scenes. There's a
Yeah.
ton of stuff that never makes the final cut.
True.
If those scenes exist, they would give some sort of levity and fill in the 4 years that we were without these people. And I think we as consumers and fans of the show deserve to know more about that situation.
Okay.
Because
But
they made
does it
they
really
just make
help
it
with the story, though? Like, does it actually give anything to the
does it
story?
advance the story? No, probably not, but I just wanna know. Because here's the thing of it is like, we're made to believe Nate's like, "The cops are outside. You don't get to fuck up our lives and just have fun and live your life."
Right.
And we're made to believe Cal went to jail.
Mhm.
He went to a holding cell that night, contacted his lawyer, more than likely bonded out or whatever,
Right.
went to trial or whatever, and eventually was found guilty and went to jail, and Nate took over the company.
Right.
And here
Terribly.
we are years later. Yeah, clearly. Here we are years later, it's like he avoided jail time. It's like, what? Like, no, hold on. You've got to explain this.
Right.
Here's the thing. They don't have to, but I would prefer that they did.
I'd be
Because it
okay
was
if they
just like,
didn't. I'm okay with it.
really?
I'm not that
Yeah, I
interested in
wanna
that
know.
part.
I wanna know. Because here's the thing. This is probably the last time that Eric Dane was in front of a camera.
True.
And for what he brought to the character of Cal, I just think that we need some light shed on that.
Okay.
I just feel that way. Um,
I respect
but I
it.
can't wait for this wedding looks like something, dude. I cannot fucking wait for it.
Yeah.
Um,
Now Nate owes fucking money. Who was that guy? Like some kind of mafia?
yeah, so did it trip you out? So I'm watching them talk, and I'm like seeing all this shit on the wall, and I was like, "Are those fucking coffins? Is he a mortician or what the fuck is like?" I don't know what other his other business were, but there were like fucking coffins, like the dress coffins for funerals and shit. I'm like, dog, I know the day is coming at some point. None of us
Yeah.
can we can't cheat death. That's part of life. I don't want to even think about my own funeral, much
Yeah.
less planning my parents because you have to remember, I'm gonna be 44 in June. My mom is 21 years older than me, so she's 65. My dad turned 70 last year. So like, I don't want to think about that shit. Anytime I see a coffin, I get freaked the fuck out.
Yeah.
I just don't want that on my radar. So that was spooky as fuck. And then I'm wondering, this guy was like Nate's investor or something like that. So what the fuck else is
Yeah.
he into if there's coffins around it? I don't it tripped me the fuck out.
But
Tripped
he
me the
owes him
fuck out.
100,000 by Friday, or what was that, 600,000 by next week?
Something like that.
That's
So
crazy.
how the fuck Nate owes somebody $600,000 and Rue owes somebody $43 million. And
Mhm.
these two motherfuckers are just walking around as if life is perfectly fine. That's
Well,
crazy.
Nate was doing that party for the investors, and he was talking about one of the dudes about like, oh, 100,000. Like, I know you could do better than that type of shit. Remember, he was like really
Yeah, and
finessing
then
them.
everybody's like, "Oh, your wife is on fucking OnlyFans."
Yeah,
So Nate, like that's and now that I think about it, that is probably he's obviously upset. He doesn't want her doing it, but that
yeah,
definitely added to the situation.
yeah. He was right to be upset about that because that fucked up his investing
Business.
opportunities.
Yeah.
Yeah,
And then
yeah.
Cassie's just like, "Well, then if you don't think it's right, then we shouldn't be getting married." Like
Mm. She's like, I want the
she Shorty
flowers, bitch. Come on now.
Shorty has marbles for brains.
Yeah,
Cassie is definitely the girl who doesn't really care about the marriage. She wants the pictures for Facebook and Instagram and all that shit. And if they get divorced 3 years down the road, it's like, well, my wedding was beautiful and I still got to keep the ring and all that shit. She's that girl.
yeah.
And that's not whether that's and there's guys like that. Those are not the people you want to marry. And I've never been married, so don't fucking listen to me. But I'm just saying, dog, like if somebody look, when people tell you and show you who they are, believe them. Flat the fuck out.
Yeah.
You're
You
fucking
you
up
can't
business
change them, you can't
opportunities.
fix them, no. That's it.
And the fuck out of
You get
here.
the fuck out.
Cut that bitch out. You gotta go.
Get out.
Get to walking. Fuck out of here. Um, 600,000
Yeah.
and
But he's
how do
like,
we get to this
"But,"
wedding?
he was like, "If you can give me 100,000 this Friday, we can call it good." Oh, no, he said, what do you say? I don't remember. They can still be doing business basically, but
Yeah.
he
Here's the
still owes
thing.
them.
As god awful ugly as the interior of that house is, it is still in some suburb of Los Angeles.
Mhm.
The equity in the home alone. Cassie would just have to shut the fuck up. If
Mhm.
I owe somebody that much money, we're putting the house up as collateral,
Right.
or we're gonna sell it and get like sign the fucking deed over to him. Like
Yeah.
we're not leaving this house. You're not gonna leave this house. I'm leaving this house, and then the police are gonna get you the fuck out of the house because he says I owe him X amount of money. This house has to go,
Yeah.
or I could give him you.
Right.
Your decision. Um, he's got to come into like a windfall of money or something, right? Because how else do we get
I don't know. I have no idea. I don't know how he's gonna do it. He did have that opportunity with the investors, but I mean, clearly that's not gonna happen.
Cassie fucked that up?
She fucked up bad. Do
I
you
don't know.
think he's going to lean into the OnlyFans and just make content with her on the side? Do you think he would do that?
the The only problem with that is Maddie's there.
True.
And I don't see them having a threesome or no shit like that. But you know what? I will tell
I
you
mean, is
one
it a
person,
threesome? She's just filming.
after a couple of drinks, you don't think one of them's gonna ask her like, Nate would totally ask her to step in.
True.
I know
True.
Nate would love to have the threesome, and I know Cassie would flip the fuck out and start crying and shit, like
Yeah, that's true. Maybe he wouldn't. I don't know. He's been pretty,
he seems much more mature, which
yeah,
given you've been out of high school for 5, 6 years, you should be.
yeah.
You should be. I'm just trying to figure out how we get to that wedding, how they raise the money for it, and there was another little clip where Jules and Cal come face to face.
Oh, yeah. Wait, was it? Oh, in the
I did like that little trailer for the rest of the season, yeah,
yeah, yeah, yeah. Yeah, I
because
don't know how
Jules
that's
is
gonna
at the
go.
fucking wedding. I don't know how they get there. Let's talk about Alamo and that shit. Um,
Yes.
Number 1, the guy that was fucking, Faye, the fucking Nazi, coulda done without that. Coulda done without the fucking Nazi flag hanging up behind him. Um,
I mean, it just gives you an idea of, like, what kinda man he is, I guess.
True, it really does, but it's disgusting. I went to this aviation museum in Georgia when I was there, and
Mhm.
it was about, like, this infantry, these airmen during World War II. So when you first walk in, there's an actual Nazi banner hanging. And I'm just like, I took pictures of everything else but that because it just flat out fucking disgusted me from the moment I saw it. It was
Yeah.
disgusting. The guy had the swastika tattoo and shit, and I'm just like, how high is Faye to be fucking a Nazi?
I mean, she doesn't have very high, bar of
Clearly.
yeah, she'll fuck anything, I think.
So Lori and Alamo have this conversation, and
Lori calling him a
sh-
fucking pig.
some
Ooh,
pig,
he
and
hated
Alamo,
that.
yeah,
Damn.
I can't blame him because, like you
Throwing that
said,
pig in their house.
pigs will eat their own shit, they'll eat other shit, they'll eat anything. That's why they
Mhm.
say if you really wanna get rid of somebody, if you know anybody who has a hog farm, you fuck them up and you take the body out there and throw it in the pen with the hogs,
Right,
and, like, they're not leaving anything, the skull, the teeth, nothing. There's
right.
no trace of this person. Um, so I see why he felt like that. They're just disgusting animals. Like, a lot of people that don't eat pork is because pigs and hogs are disgusting animals.
Yeah,
They're just not clean.
it's true.
So, I can see why Alamo flipped out like that. They didn't tell that girl that her friend OD'd, like, that was crazy. Because
Yeah,
one minute the girl's just, like, happy-go-lucky and her and Rue are fucking in the van, and then she's crying, like, I didn't know if she was dating the girl, and then she's like, "My best friend is missing." I was like, "Okay, so it was a friendship, but they were very close." And she's
yeah.
calling this girl's voicemail. Do you think Rue is gonna are there gonna be repercussions for Rue being the one to tell her that that girl OD'd?
I think
You think
so.
so too?
I think so because I
Yeah,
think
because
Angel, is gonna do something stupid. I think she's gonna do something stupid and
I
tell them and
100%. She's gonna wig the fuck out. She's gonna wig the
yeah,
fuck out. Shout out to Kadeem Hardison who was in the cast. I was like, "Damn, that looks like Kadeem Hardison," and it truly was Kadeem Hardison, so shout out to him. Absolute icon, legend. Um, Rue is having the time of her life at that fucking strip club, and
it's
shout out
just
to Marshawn motherfucking Lynch. Beast mode, I wanna see Marshawn Lynch in anything y'all can throw him in. He is fucking phenomenal. He is fucking phenomenal. Him, the guy playing Alamo, the other dude is, like, really, like, dark and mysterioso and shit like that, but I love their little group.
Yeah,
But this has gotta come to a head. Alamo and his crew versus Lori and her crew, this has gotta come to a head, and then we find out that Alamo's the one that really put Lori on in the drug game.
yeah, yeah, so that
So,
really kinda fucked him up too. It makes sense why it would fuck him up that she would have shit
yeah,
laced
he
with
was like she
fentanyl,
was
but then
just
we
what did he
find
call her, a
out
burnout or something?
yeah, but then we find out that
The
that
guy
the
didn't clean the
fentanyl
scale, and
yeah,
that's
they
how the
didn't clean the
fentanyl got in
scale.
there. That's
Yeah.
fucking crazy. This is, like, fentanyl is killing people every fucking day. You
Yeah.
guys, please, please, for the love of God, don't. Just fucking don't. They're putting that shit I've heard they're putting it in pills, like, they're putting it in heroin, like, all that shit. They're using it to, like, I guess, cut the dope or whatever and, like, kinda spread it and get more out of it. I don't know, but fentanyl is killing people every fucking day. Y'all have got to stop. Like,
Yeah.
weed is fine. You can't even trust coke at this point. It's like, it's not fucking worth it. It's not worth it to end up on a fucking rest in peace t-shirt. I promise you.
Right.
Like, just I don't know. It's that's just coming from me. I've never been one to be into drugs, so but this fentanyl epidemic is absolutely fucking terrible. Um, yeah, they're gonna bump heads though. At some point, this has got to come to a
Mhm.
head. This 100%, it's got to come to a head.
Absolutely.
Um,
We see Jules. Rue and Jules get
okay, so
together.
Jules.
Mhm.
Yeah, that's the last thing I had in my notes. Um, her showing up. Her and Jules, you ever have a person where you're like, I know you're married now,
Mhm.
but did you ever have a person where you were like kind of tied to and you would know that they're not good for you and you guys aren't good for each other, but if you found your way to each other, it would still kind of go down?
I don't think so.
Really, you got lucky because that's like You
Yeah,
know
I
that
don't think
meme where it'd
so.
be like somebody's like answering a phone and like, "What do you want, Satan?" It's like that. Like you know that they're the worst thing in the world for you, but you can't detach yourself from them. It does like you're drawn together like magnets. Like
Yeah,
it could
I
be
don't
like,
have that.
fuck you, I hate you," and then you guys meet up, and then like you're in a closet somewhere, like in a broom closet, fucking or something like that. It's like, and that's what Jules and Rue completely are
Yeah.
because they're having this conversation. Jules is like, "I have a boyfriend." And then she's like, "I'm gonna go take a bath." And Rue's just like, "I'll finish my drink and get out of here." And she's like, "You're not gonna come keep me company?" And they just cut to the credits.
Got it. And I was like, "God damn it."
I was like, "Hey, Jules, you a bad motherfucker. You are a bad motherfucker because that happens. It really does happen. I'm not even fucking kidding." So I don't know, man. It seems that like a moth to a flame, they're drawn to each other
They're
because
drawn, yeah.
Jules is literally standing next to Rue at the fucking wedding. And now
Yeah.
Jules is sitting there, that motherfucking apartment was some
It's
the
beautiful.
view
Oh my
alone,
god.
that apartment was fucking
But it's
crazy.
not hers, it's her boyfriend's.
It's her boyfriend's.
Mhm.
I think was there, like, some sort of a hint that I think Rue, like, asked I think the boyfriend's married?
Yeah. Yeah, Rue was
Okay.
like, "Okay, but does his wife know?" And she's just like,
Yeah.
"What if she does?"
Something they say the higher up you go in situations like that where a guy is extremely wealthy, some women don't care. They're along for the ride, and especially if they've got kids and stuff like that. But,
Yeah.
um, if you just be careful about signing prenups because if he cheats, you might not get shit if you sign a prenup. So it could be one of those situations where she knows the husband's cheating, but she signed a prenup, so if she dips, she gets nothing. So
Right.
she's just kinda gotta accept things the way that they are. I
Or
don't
they're
know.
just okay with it. I mean, some
And
some
some are.
are
Some women
okay.
are.
Mhm.
I've heard that they're just like, "Well, I don't wanna fuck him. You go ahead and fuck him tonight."
Or maybe they're just
Like,
okay with being in an open, marriage.
that could be it, but,
She
like,
probably has
I
someone
just I
else
don't
too, I don't know. We don't know.
which is very, very possible. That's very possible.
Couldn't be
I don't know,
me.
man. I'm too selfish. I'm way too selfish.
Same.
Um, Jules and Rue, this is interesting. I just don't know. They used to, like I don't know why they would do this. If you go to, like, the Wikipedia page of some shows, they would have the episode synopsis and shit.
Oh,
Let me
really?
see if they have anything. I'm gonna check. I'm definitely gonna check.
See what it has to say. We shall see.
Let's see. Um,
I do feel like this episode is also really slow too. It's a
yeah,
slow
so no,
burn.
they don't. They have the titles. The next episode is episode 3, The Ballad of Paladin. Episode 4 is Kitty Likes to Dance. Episode 5 is This Little Piggy. Episode
Okay.
6 is Stand Still and See. Episode 7 is Rain or Shine. And then episode 8 is In God We Trust. This is
Huh.
interesting. And interestingly enough, Sam Levinson wrote and directed every episode of this season.
Okay.
As a matter of fact, it looks like he wrote and directed every episode of the prior seasons as well. He did.
Damn.
This is even for a show that you conceptualize and you bring to the table. Oh, wait. So the finale of season 1 oh, wait. I think the special episode, Hunter Schafer, who is Jules, co-directed oh, no, co-wrote it. Sam
Okay.
Levinson still directed. So Jules or Hunter Schafer has a writing credit or a co-writing credit. Um, okay, episode 6 of season 1, Pippa Blanco directed. Episode 5 of season 1, Jennifer Morrison directed. Um, and then the pilot episode, Augustine Frizzell directed. But yeah, it looks like Sam Levinson is basically like, this is my baby, this is my show, and
Right.
it's in my hands to make sure that this universe is true to the vision I had for it, which I have no problem with that. I don't mind, like, people are like, you should write and direct your own films. And I was like, I don't mind when people do that because it's their vision. They conceptualized it. They created the script. Like generally,
Right.
like sometimes they'll have a little help on the any rewrites or like the final screenplay or something like that. But I don't have a problem with anybody directing something that they wrote. I just like why not? Why
Why
the fuck
yeah.
not?
I mean, it makes sense.
Some
I
people
mean,
get
if they have
really
the vision, like, let them fucking direct it.
exactly like they came up with this in their head. So yeah, I have no problems with that. I just wanna know what fucking episode was the wedding. When do
Yeah.
we get to the wedding? Because
And I hate that the
that
episode names, like, have nothing to do with, like,
nothing,
weddings, and it
exactly.
makes me
There's
so
like
mad because I wanna know.
the only one that I could think could even be close is maybe Rain or Shine, and it looks like that's the penultimate episode, if I'm not mistaken. Let's see.
Rain or shine.
Yeah, Rain or Shine is episode 7, so it's the penultimate episode. And it looks like that's actually the 24th of May. I think that's Memorial Day weekend, isn't it?
I don't know. You look, I don't wanna look.
Let's see. Yeah, it's Memorial Day weekend.
Okay.
Okay. All right. That sounds like fun. Yeah, I don't know. We got to get to this wedding. I'm excited to see more about Jules and Rue.
Uh,
Um,
I'll tell you what, though, that phone call Rue made to her mom,
crushing. Her mom
crushing.
is so initially for season 3, her mom was not supposed to be back. But the fans, there was so much because she made like I think it was Instagram or TikTok, and then the fans were like, "Wait, you're not coming back?" Like they were all in the
Right,
comments like, "What kind of bullshit is this?" So the HBO pivoted. They're like, "Okay, we'll bring you back." So when is she gonna show up? Because
right.
she's supposed to be there at some point. Also, we haven't seen Ali yet. When the fuck does he show up? And then we keep seeing that clip of him in that hospital bed, and he looks like he is in excruciating pain. But also, when Jules asked, "Where have you been staying?" She's like, "Lexi's couch. I stay with Ali sometimes." And did
Yeah,
she mention she might have mentioned staying with Maddie, which I wanna say, Rue and Maddie, their friendship felt really cool and genuine when she's just
I
watching
liked
her. She's
it.
like, "Where are you going?" When she's, like, miming and she's like, "What?" She's like, "Cassie reached out. We're going to have lunch." Like, eat like, they just have these signals. It's like, this is a friendship. They grew up together. They still, like there's a bond
Yeah,
there because I'm like, "What the fuck is Maddie talking about?" And Rue 100% knew. She's like, "You're going to hang out with Cassie? What the fuck?" I guess this
yeah.
is supposed to mean big titties, 'cause, Cassie would definitely have the biggest titties in the crew, wouldn't she?
She did, yeah,
Yeah.
she got the
Okay,
biggest.
so yeah, okay, so that makes but Rue just seemed just, like, really happy to be there chilling with Maddie. I thought that was really fucking cool too.
Yeah, I like that too, I like the dynamic that they had.
Yeah, yeah, yeah. I don't know, I'm just excited. We gotta get to this fucking wedding because
Yeah,
but, also Lori and Alamo.
yeah,
I
I wanna
think
see that go
that
down.
that needs to happen sooner rather than later. Jules and Cal face to face. Can't wait to see that. I guess it makes sense that that would happen at the wedding reception because what other place would they be in the same room?
True, that's where all the drama always
Um,
happens, is the wedding receptions.
yeah, yeah.
That's when all the
So
fights
yeah, I'm
happen,
very
you know what I'm
excited
saying?
about that. Yeah. This season looks like it's gonna like episode 1 had me a little worried. I'm like, I don't know, man. I just don't know. But
Yeah.
episode 2, it's like, okay, this is good. And the beautiful thing, Sam Levinson was like, we end on a high note. I'm gonna go take a bath. You're not gonna come keep me company, and then cut to the credits. I was like, that's how you fucking do it. You end
Yeah.
on a high note. You leave everybody wanting more. Then they run that sizzle trailer. It's like coming up
Mhm.
this season on Euphoria. It's like, okay, this shit is about to get good. So I'm with it. I don't know what IGN was doing because they reviewed the first 3 episodes and they gave it like a cumulative score of 4, and I was just like, episode 1, maybe. We ain't seen
Yeah.
3 yet, but episode 2, that should have raised that score.
I think it should've too.
Episode
I
it
still feel like it's still kinda slow, but it
yeah,
definitely the drama's
episode 1 was
coming.
definitely slow,
Mhm.
but episode 2, it's like, now we know where our principal parts are. Maddie and Cassie,
Mhm.
okay, cool. Now Nate's aware, cool. Rue and Jules, like, we know where our principal parts are. We just need to see Rue's mother, and need to see Ali. But you're right, that call she
Yeah.
made to her mom was absolutely heartbreaking.
Yeah.
So I don't know. I don't have
Absolutely.
anything else. You got anything else tonight?
No, I just can't wait for the next episode. I
Yeah, for sure, for
I
sure.
need it. I need it right now.
Yeah, it's like put that joint right in my veins right
Right
there.
there. Right there.
Don't do drugs. Don't do drugs.
Just the
Um,
episodes.
exactly. Anyway, that's gonna do it for us. As always, I am Derek Daniel Ocean. That is awesome, Amy, and we are two members of the crew called Pause Menu Society. Y'all stay tuned for our standard episodes. They come on Monday mornings. These will drop on Wednesday, the audio, and then the video is out on Friday. And then we're getting closer and closer. Um, we have a date for the Xbox show. We don't know when the Nintendo Direct is going to be. We don't know when Sony's going to hold their show, whether it's going to be a showcase or just a state of play. So stay tuned. We will be covering those, and we've got some other cool stuff coming up. Power starts in June, last season of Raising Kanan, so we will be here to cover
Mhm.
those for you guys as well. I got nothing else. I'm going to end this like I end everything else. Believe in yourself first and foremost, because if you don't believe in yourself, of course, nobody else will believe in you. As always, my name is Derek Lamont Jackson, aka Derek Daniel Ocean. That is awesome, Amy. And we are out of here. Y'all have a good one. Peace out.
Bye.